Stop scrolling for just 10 seconds. Look at your right hand. Now think about moving your thumb. Just think about it. You believe you just made a choice. You think you, the awareness behind your eyes, decided to move that finger. You are wrong. Your brain decided to move your thumb 700 milliseconds before you even felt the first urge to do it. It's just an echo, a shadow cast by a decision that already happened in the dark. By the time you experience anything, the sound of my voice, the image of the screen, the thought who is telling the story, your brain has already processed it, edited it, and decided what to show you. You're not the driver of your life. You are a passenger locked inside, a delayed broadcast of a reality your brain invented. And that is the least disturbing thing we are going to tell you today. In the next minutes, we will open the accounts your mind has been keeping secret. Your memories are forgeries. Your attention has been engineered. And your identity is a story written by a liar. Some of it is beautiful. Some of it is terrifying. All of it is true. Welcome to the Mind Ledger. Right now, as you watch this video, you believe you are seeing reality. You are not. What you are experiencing is a reconstruction, assembled from incomplete data, filled with guesses filtered through every fear and expectation you have ever had. Here is the proof. Your eyes have a blind spot, a hole in your retina where the optic nerve connects. No photoreceptors. No vision. Nothing. You have never seen it. Because your brain hallucinates pixels to stitch the world back together. Right now, every second of every day, your brain is painting over a hole in your vision and presenting it to you as seamless reality. But the blind spot is just the beginning. Your visual cortex receives information from your eyes, but it receives 10 times more information from the rest of your brain. That means 90% of what you see is not coming from outside. It is coming from inside, from memory, from fear. Your brain builds a model of the world and then uses your eyes to occasionally check if its prediction is still accurate. You do not see the world. You see your brain's guess of the world. And most of the time that prediction is close enough. Most of the time. In 1962, a neurosurgeon named Roger Sperry performed an operation that would win him the Nobel Prize. He cut the bridge between the two hemispheres of the brain, the corpus callosum. He did it to stop seizures. It worked. But what happened next changed everything we thought we knew about the self. The patients appeared normal until you tested each hemisphere separately. Show the left eye an image, a red circle, and ask the patient what they saw. They say nothing. But ask them to draw what they saw using their left hand. And the hand draws a red circle, because the right hemisphere, which controls that hand, saw everything. It just cannot speak. One brain, two minds. Neither knows what the other is doing. One patient's left hand began attacking him, trying to choke him, while his right hand tried to stop it. Doctors called it alien hand syndrome. But here is the truth. You already have two minds. The surgery just made them visible. Your left brain is the narrator. It takes everything that happens and constructs a story. A story that makes you the hero. That makes your decisions logical. Your right brain is something older. Faster. It acts before you think. It decides before you know there was a decision to make. And your narrator tells you a story about why you chose what you chose. A story that is almost always wrong. Think of your earliest childhood memory. The smell of the grass. The color of your favorite shirt. Hold it in your mind. Now accept this. That memory is a forgery. Every single time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it from scratch. It is not a file on a hard drive. It's more like a document that you edit, save, and close. Every time you access a memory, you change it permanently. Your identity is built on a foundation of vivid lies, edited by every year that passed, every person who told you their version, every time you were happy or sad, when you remembered it. Scientists prove this. One group was asked how fast cars were going when they hit each other. Another was asked how fast they were going when they smashed. 1 week later, the smashed group remembered broken glass at the scene. There was no broken glass. One word inserted into a question created a false memory in 7 days. Your memory is not your past. It is your brain's current, best guess at what your past might have been. Stop. Look away from the screen for 1 second. Look at the room around you. You think you're back in reality? You're not. You just swapped one simulation for another. Your brain is still guessing, still editing, still telling you a story about who is sitting in that chair. The scariest part isn't that your brain is lying to you. The scariest part is that you have no way of knowing when it's telling the truth. Everything we just told you is not history. It is happening inside your skull right now. Your brain is predicting what I am about to say before I say it. It is deciding right now whether to trust me based on patterns from people you have known your entire life. And while you have been watching this video, your narrator has been constructing a story about why you chose to watch it. A story that feels completely true. You are not watching a video about the brain. You are watching your brain watch a video about itself. Your brain is a 200,000-year-old machine, running modern malicious code. For millennia, the human brain evolved in a world of scarcity. Novelty was the difference between life and death. So your brain developed a powerful system to make sure you never missed it. Dopamine. Not the reward chemical that is the myth. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. When you pull down to refresh your feed, you aren't checking anything. You're pulling the lever on a slot machine. That sits inside your skull. Your brain doesn't want the information. It wants the uncertainty. In 2004, a former VP of Facebook admitted, "We have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works." Silicon Valley didn't just build apps. They built biological bypasses. They found the back door to your survival instincts. Your brain cannot tell the difference between A red notification dot and a rustle in the grass. That might be a predator. You think you're using the phone? But the phone is using you to harvest the only thing more valuable than oil: your involuntary attention. They did not build software. They built a skeleton key for your survival instincts. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day. Not because they want to, but because you are being remote controlled by an algorithm that knows your dopamine thresholds better than you know your own name. In 2023, scientists at the University of Michigan monitored the brains of dying patients. What they expected to find was silence, a brain shutting down. What they found was a surge in the final moments of life. Gamma waves, the highest frequency of brain activity, spiked to levels beyond anything recorded in a living, waking brain. The brain does not go quietly. It flares. Survivors of cardiac arrest consistently report a sense of profound peace, a light, a review of their entire life. Not one by one, but all at once, simultaneously. Scientists call it a storm of chemistry. But here is what no theory has explained. Why does the storm produce the most coherent, organized, and intensely conscious experience of a person's entire life? Why does the brain, in its final act, seem to become more aware? Not less the most complex object in the universe. And we still do not know what it does when it stops. We began this video with a hard truth, that you are not the driver of your life. You're just a passenger. If your brain constructs your reality, edits your memories, and makes your decisions before you even feel the urge to act, if everything you experience as you is just a story assembled by 3 pounds of tissue sitting in the dark, who is telling the story? We do not know. Neither does your brain, but it will spend the rest of your life pretending that it does. This is the mind ledger. The accounts are open. The ledger never lies.